Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Amanda, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Sacred Union Within, all about balancing our masculine and our feminine energies inside of ourselves so that we can bring love to all aspects of ourselves, manifest a true love sacred union, fulfill our soul's purpose, and just create a life that we truly love. And my vision with this YouTube channel is to take you along for the journey, to share my experience as I am currently in the pre-conception stage chapter of my life, newlywed. We just celebrated our 6-month wedding anniversary to the man of my dreams, and I am a spiritual doula and a empowerment coach for women, a love coach, a relationship coach, a spiritual coach, all the things. And I really want to share my journey in the hopes prayer that it is helpful, inspiring, and empowering for you to know that there's a different way, there's a different perspective, and to tune into yourself and notice when I say something, does it resonate with you? Amazing. If it doesn't, amazing. You're still getting clarity on what is true for you. As women, we can have this tendency of pleasing everyone else, giving to everyone else. And my invitation is to slow down and pause and get to know you and your true self, your true desires. Say no to everything else, let go of everything else so you can truly live in alignment. And so this is a very special moment in my journey. Last night was the super moon, the super full moon, the super full blue moon in Pisces, which is my zodiac sign, the most spiritual full moon of the whole year. And my husband and I have been talking about creating a family and having children for a long time. Even actually during our second or third date, we were already sharing visions about what is the vision that we have for our life. And we were aligned in family was both super important to both of us. And so we talk about having kids all the time and how fun it's gonna be and how joyful it's gonna be. And anytime I'm around other kids, I can feel my baby fever, which is so fun to notice kind of where you're at on a scale of 0 to 10 of baby fever. Recently, I was at level 10 baby fever. I am here, I'm ready, I can feel it, I'm so excited. And we've been going on this extensive journey to find our home, to find where we want to set roots and either buy or build a home and have community and grow our own food and get out of the big city. I currently live in Austin, Texas. I've been here for the past 14 years. I moved here for college and then just stayed after because for a city, it is amazing. Austin is an amazing city. There's so much nature, it's so green, the huge river that runs through downtown. All the people are so friendly and open-minded, and it's very progressive and artsy and music. There's so much that it has to offer. And it was perfect for my 20s, for college in my 20s. And now that I'm 32, I'm feeling a call in my 30s in this next chapter of having children and raising children. I'm desiring a smaller knit community, a smaller town, a slower pace of life, less sirens, less sound and light pollution. And the bigger a city gets, the more liberal also it gets politically. And so we're desiring a more conservative, freedom, faith, family values. And so we've been doing this extensive research, visiting all these different places all over the world, all over the US, and we finally narrowed it down. Hallelujah. Some options on our list were Washington State, even Montana, Idaho for a short while, Florida for the longest, North Carolina, South Carolina, But when we looked at the list of states that don't have state income tax, it was actually really small. There's only 7 states. And I'm married to a Jewish man who very highly values money, and I love that about him. And so keeping as much money that's ours as possible is really important to us. So Texas was on that list, but the summers are too hot here. This summer has been freaking brutal, 105 every day for months and months. It's crazy. And so one state that is on the list is Tennessee. And we had actually just narrowed it down before we became aware of Tennessee to Arkansas and South Carolina. And so I was looking at the road trip, and we were gonna have to drive through, we're gonna drive up to Arkansas, and literally we would have to drive through the entire state of Tennessee to get to the Carolinas. And I was like, we'll have to drive through Tennessee. And then on Facebook, I see someone that I'm friends with who just settled and bought a piece of land in Tennessee, and the picture is the most beautiful green rolling mountain hills, and essentially they're creating a conscious community and from scratch, a homestead, and there's babies and they're sharing meals, and it's literally my dream. And I remember commenting, I'm like, oh my god, this is my dream. Maybe we can stop by on our way to the Carolinas because we'll be driving through Tennessee. But Tennessee yet wasn't even on my radar, and this is all happening around this full moon. Everything, it collapsed time and big shifts were happening. And so then I pull up ChatGPT, thank God for AI, and I asked for the list of states that don't have state income tax, and Tennessee was on there, and I'm thinking, what about Tennessee? I remember we had crossed it off the list a long time ago because the winters were too gloomy, and we thought it wasn't conservative politically for some reason. That was a misunderstanding, false. So when I started doing research, it literally has the nature that we're really desiring in Arkansas and North Carolina. It has the Blue Ridge Mountains, it has the Great Smoky Mountains, it has the Ozarks, it has all of these different ranges of beautiful mountains. It is conservative politically, and there's a big homeschooling community. It's really rich, nutrient dense soil to grow food. It has milder summers. It does have winter, but we have a place in Tulum, Mexico that's currently being built, a condo that we can escape to if the winter just gets too cold. I was thinking we can wait for the first snowfall of the winter, because how magical is that? And build a fire and have that whole experience. And then when we're tired of winter, we just go to Tulum. It's so perfect. And so as I started sharing this with my husband, Zohar, he said, oh my God, this is it. Literally, Tennessee, this is it, 100%, done deal. And I was like, wait, what? Are you sure? Almost in denial, almost in shock, because the list has been growing and shortening and growing and for so long. I needed to do a lot more research to really feel into it, and it feels really right. We're 99% sure. You never know until you go in person, which we're planning to do in the next couple of weeks. We're gonna take a road trip there, and we've narrowed it down to eastern Tennessee. And there was a part of me that really wanted to be settled before I conceived, before I got pregnant. I was wanting to feel grounded. I was wanting to feel at home. And I've started to soften around that. One, because pregnancy is long, right? 9 months. And 2, because our true home, my true home, is inside of our sacred union. No matter where we're at in the world, we can create a sense of home. And obviously, I'm so excited to be grounded and to grow our own food and just nest into our home. And so we're gonna go visit this conscious community that they're developing and see how aligned that is with our vision. And if it's aligned, it would be amazing just to join something that they already have going. And if not, we found a property that's 20 acres that already has a house on it that we can develop our own mini village in the style that we love, the Tulum style. It's very natural with wood and stone and a lot of greenery, very clean, modern, just elegant, immaculate, simple, spacious. And so that is super, super exciting. We're so excited to dive into that project of developing this concept of these mini villages where you have 5 to 10 homes, maybe 20, and all of the people that live in these mini villages have the same values. For example, if you're a crunchy mom and you don't want to drive across town to go meet your other crunchy mom friends to have these play dates, deal with getting your kid in and out of the car seat and traffic and nap times, and it's hard to coordinate schedules and all the things. Imagine just living in a little mini village and you can have play dates every single day. There's a community area, community garden, community pool or river or lake, and you cook dinners together and you have potlucks and you raise children in community, which is how it's always been in the past. And my soul yearns for that. And so we're going to either manifest it or create it, which is so, so, so exciting. And last night during the full moon, or actually the night before, which the full moon energy was definitely almost at its peak, I had this experience of, let's call her the divine feminine energy. Ladies, if you've ever felt this feeling come over you where you're ready, your whole body is ready to make love in that moment. It's almost like a force that takes over you, and you can cultivate it, you can surrender to it, or you can suppress it. And obviously it's ideal if you're in a true love sacred union and you can share that with your partner. It's the greatest gift you can share with your partner. Ladies, save it for your partner, because it's so sacred and so literally so powerful, transformational. And so I was feeling that so strongly, and we made the most cosmic, beautiful, powerful love. It was such a spiritual experience for both of us. And Zohar said it was at the level of our first mushroom ceremony, where we literally fell in love at an East Forest concert. And it was me surrendering to the divine feminine, and she's the one that's going to guide my conception. And so, and during that lovemaking, I had the thought of, oh my God, is this the moment of conception? This energy is so powerful, but I hadn't mentally, emotionally prepared. We hadn't actually done an intentional ceremony, but the thought came to mind, is this, a part of me was like, let's go right now. This is it. This energy is so good. Take advantage. And another part of me was, no, not yet. And then afterwards, I was glad that I didn't make a spur of the moment decision, because I want to be prepared for that experience mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, on all the levels, to have the best experience possible. So then during the full moon ceremony, I went with a friend here locally at this Third Eye meditation lounge where there's all these conscious events. And this woman was guiding a full moon meditation / sound healing experience. And I was really sitting with, okay, am I ready to open up this portal of conscious conception? And what we had been waiting for is, I got my blood work done. I wanted to see where are my levels at. I eat super clean, I exercise, but I know that our food is grown in depleted soil and all the things. So I wanted to make sure my levels were in optimal shape so I can give the baby the best experience, the best, chance at perfect health as possible. And so we got those results back, and I did start supplementing just a couple of things that I needed, and then we were gonna retest in 3 months, which is maybe in 2 months from now. And I'm already feeling the effects of the supplements that I'm taking. All of my nails are so strong. None of them are peeling. And my hair grows so fast. It already grew super fast, but now I have to shave my legs in the morning and at night. At night, the hairs have already started to grow, and I have little prickles, and so I don't want to go to bed with, prickly legs. So I'm like, the supplements are already working. I don't need to wait to retest. I know, things are good. And I thought about, the one thing I didn't test for was heavy metals and mold toxicity, but I have 0 symptoms of those, and I really have no reason to think that I've been exposed to heavy metals. And so pretty much we're in a green light zone. So last night I came home and talked to Zor about what was on my mind. The whole meditation was, am I truly ready to open up this conscious conception portal? And what kept coming to mind for me was, this is the chapter of life that we are most excited about. It's the thing that we desire the deepest. It's all of our wildest dreams wrapped up into this cute little package. And so she asked, what is in the way? What is stopping you from stepping into your dreams? Which I said, I'm stepping into motherhood. And when I tuned into my heart, essentially she said she's ready, but my mind was almost taken aback by, what? Really? You're really ready? Are you sure? You're really ready? Because it's such a big deal to me. It's the thing that I've looked forward to, prepared for, healed generational trauma for, let go of unhealthy relationships, and healed my heart and my body and all the things to prepare for sacred union. And then of course, conscious conception, joyful pregnancy, beyond blissful birth, motherhood, really fulfilling my innate purpose as a woman is to carry on the human species, right? What an honor. And so Zora was asking me, what's the little part? Like, what's the hesitation? And I couldn't really, there was no really good reason. I think it was just needing reassurance when the part asks, are you sure you're ready? And just having the, yeah, I'm sure. And so a part of me was thinking, oh my gosh, tonight? Is it tonight? Last night on the full moon. Like, should we open the portal tonight? It's the closing day of the 8/8 portal, the most powerful manifestation portal of the whole year. But by the time I got home and we were talking, I was already sleepy, and I'm like, this is not the ideal energy to be in, to open up a conscious conception portal. And so, so we decided to wait until our 2-year anniversary, the anniversary of when we fell in love, that first mushroom ceremony, which is 1 week after we met. That's our real anniversary. So we'll have our 2-year anniversary September 21st on the fall equinox. And so we talked about last night choosing that date to open up the portal, which before I had thought, okay, we're gonna have a conscious conception ceremony and we're going to conceive in that moment. But the thing that I realized was this energy of this divine feminine where she just takes over, and all I have to do is breathe deep and surrender, and I go into full, wild, feminine, raw, expressive, sensual, sexual energy, she can't be controlled. You know, she comes when she comes, and you honor her and celebrate her when she does. So I kind of shifted my approach of, okay, we're gonna have the opening ceremony, and I'll share more about what that looks like in a future video, and not necessarily conceive in that specific moment, just opening up this portal of, okay, inviting the souls, they are welcome to come, and then letting the divine feminine come through me spontaneously, trusting her and her timing, that whatever moment she chooses to conceive, that will result in the perfect aligned time of birth for this specific soul. So that's kind of where I'm at and how I'm feeling and how I'm approaching conscious conception. And I recently chatted with a friend who she had opened the portal similar to me 3 weeks before I saw her, and she's been with her husband for 10 years, and she said that they're having the best sex of their lives because it's so delicious to be in this portal, and you know, allowing him to give her his essence, and knowing that each time it might be the time, but just enjoying the pure pleasure of the experience. And so she said, I almost don't want to, you know, conceive immediately because I'm loving this window of this, their chemistry is so heightened, and the lovemaking is so good. And so I was like, ooh, instead of having one specific conscious conception lovemaking ceremony, to have a whole window of conscious, you know, lovemaking. Like, how amazing is that? And then maybe, I'm sure I'll be able to sense, especially if I'm tracking my cycle, just aware of, oh, am I ovulating now? Which time, which specific moment will be the conception. I'm curious if I'll be able to sense that or not. I've heard some women know, they know, oh, that was it. And so, yeah, I hope that this is helpful for you as you might be preparing to create your own family, to conceive. I'm such a huge advocate of conscious conception. I'm in my early 30s. I waited to meet the right partner. This is the most important decision you will ever make in your life, is who you choose to marry and create a family with. And it's worth the wait, ladies. It is worth the wait to start to heal your heart, to start to put boundaries, to start to say no, to get to know yourself more, know your human design, start incorporating feminine embodiment tools, raising your standards, treating your body with love and kindness and respect, thinking more positively, addressing your limiting beliefs, doing mirror work, healing your inner child, reparenting yourself, so you can untangle from the past, from patterns that no longer serve you, most of them probably generational patterns, and we have the power to change the trajectory of our lineage. To me, there's no more important work in the world, and that's why I'm so honored and so fulfilled by the work that I do with women, specifically what I do, support them in calling in, manifesting a true love sacred union by becoming their best, most embodied divine feminine self, and really creating a life that they love on this foundation of a beautiful relationship with yourself, with your mind, with your heart, with your body, with your soul, and really practicing slowing down and listening to the whisper of your heart, and she will guide you. And I love holding space for that. So if that's something that you're interested in, you would love support in any of those areas, I have a wide variety of tools. I love helping women prepare for a true love sacred union, or even now preparing for conception, or letting go of the past that no longer serves you, or just anything that you're desiring support on, I have the tools and I can support you. And I offer an initial consultation for now as a gift. And so you can reach out to me on Instagram, Sacred Union Within, and schedule that. It's my gift to you. And it's not just a initial consultation, it's literally a session where you get to experience my medicine and my love and my presence. And it will be a nourishing, transformational experience for you, whether you continue to work with me or not. And I have found the women who do multiple containers with me get the most results, the most change, the most transformation, obviously, because change happens one baby step at a time, and it compounds over time. And so I help women create this beautiful upward spiral of positive energy, and we go on this life together. And it's so much better when we have support and nourishment and someone to remind you of your power and your beauty and celebrate all your miracles and synchronicities and manifestation and all the things. So reach out to me if any of that resonates. Comment below, where are you at in your love story and your journey? I would love to know. Thank you so much for listening. Blessings.